Hello guys, we're bowling at Wildfire Lanes today, and in today's title match in the scratch division we have Mark Myers and Joe Lewandowski, and then in the handicap division we have Justin Villa and
Ian Hanuscin.
Today's shot was easy street or house, whatever you want to call it.
It was
Ian
easy.
Ian just got was a 9-pin right there. It was a good shot. And today's cut for semis was 110 up. And
that's really, really high.
Yeah, it was. And then I was the cut for test shank. And then
really?
Second cut for top 5 was 338, I think. Yeah.
That's also a lot.
Yeah. Mark Meyer's been leading pretty much the whole day, almost. And Joe Lewandowski qualified second and beat Zakatori in the third round in step ladder format.
And saved his mulligan for whenever he needs
he has 1 mulligan, and Mark Myers has how many mulligans? Yeah, Mark Myers has 2 mulligans. Right now, Mark Myers is still. I actually don't know what he's throwing, but Joe Lewandowski is throwing a midnight vibe.
Drilled pin in like Egypt.
Riley, get over here.
In the handicap division, Justin Villa starts off with a good strike.
Throwing a virtual gravity nano.
Yeah.
Like
and he has the main event shirt.
Everybody get over here.
Pretty stylish.
Everybody get in microphone range.
It has the pyramid on it.
Yeah, with the light.
Yep.
That's a nice.
Way to not get the camera focused on the action there, you two.
Oh, oops.
Nice job.
We're just trying to talk.
Proud of y'all.
Today there was 18 lanes. There was about 6 on a pair, and it was slow but fast at the same time.
And a couple 300s, a lot of front somethings.
Oh, it was mulligan today too. And you had 2 mulligans to start off with, and you get extra 1 if you make semis, and then 1 more if you make top 5.
I wasted.
I used my last 2 in the last game for before semis, and then also I used 1 against Dallas in the semis.
Yeah, we did quite a bit of taping during the tournament today, as there was lots of different action going on. Make sure to check out all the other Wildfire pages, as we had a couple 300s, a couple Mulligan enhanced 300s.
Very enhanced.
Joe opens up with 2 spares, 9 count.
Well,
and then Ian has a 9th spare, and we don't know he's here.
What pattern are we playing on today?
Easy street, house shot.
We bowled on wall.
Easy street or house shot, whatever you want to call it.
Bad news was you only had 3 boards to hit today. The good news was each board had a little black triangle on it. And there was room to play for just about everybody today, except Derek Acuff.
Yeah, I finished last.
Dead last, yet is going to tell us how the pattern played.
My last 3 were fine. I went 70 over my last 3 and still finished last. That's how bad I bowled.
What'd you finish at?
Minus 26. That was last, guys. That's showing you something.
Cut was plus 110 today in the scratch division for 5.
And I called it being one of our highest.
That was almost 40. In that range, when you have fewer people making the cut's more likely to jump quicker. So that had something to do with it. The mulligans had something to do with it. If you get just the wrong people or just the right people shooting the big numbers, the cut will go right up.
Firing in the hole.
No!
Get some all the drop.
Justin Villa has the front 3 right now.
When Justin has that look where there's a lot of friction to the right and you can just throw that fireball up the corner, Justin is very hard to play against.
That reminds me of Samstown when he threw like 8 million in a row.
Yep.
Just never missed
Samstown had that shot where he, is that where one of he wins? His other one was at Canoga where he won playing
doing the same thing.
Just rifling up the
fireballs, yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taking advantage of a look that you like. Just about everybody has their A game and their A look. This is clearly Justin's, and he's very good at taking advantage of it when it presents itself.
Yeah, he gets, I mean, even if he...
Oh, look at that carry. Throw the flag.
Flag.
Unsportsmanlike pinfall on lane 13. This is our penalty flag that we came up with today. Apologies to the state of New Mexico. It was the only yellow flag we could find in a hurry. Meanwhile, Lewandowski over to the right leaves a 10 pin. Messenger doesn't quite hit it. First time at Wildfire. We used to go here when it was the old Sunset lanes. They've done a gorgeous remodel with the place. Cut it down to 18 lanes. They did a real nice job with those 18 lanes.
We got couches.
Yeah, couches for settees. I love these masking units actually. They got a mirror to the far side here, so it still looks like there's way more than 18 lanes.
Goes on forever.
Yeah, nice hospitality. Hopefully we'll be back numerous times here. Hanuscin, a two-time winner, three-time winner rather. One of those wins was a Mojave Invite, so he knows how to win the big tournaments.
He had such a good look today at Bulldogs Pair. He starts off with a 130 game and finishes 180 over.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
His back seven were pretty darn good today.
So in the handicap division, well, right now the score is Justin Villa with
Such a good look.
front 4, and then Ian with 9 spare, and then strike.
So essentially a 9-pin game here that Justin can re-extend to 19. Again, he is giving 4 pins to Ian. I know the last time Ian got pins in a handicap stepladder. Struggled a little bit on the harder patterns this year, and obviously loving this one today.
Fireball. Boom.
You know, every time Nick Lee makes a title match, we talk about the fastest strike ball on tour. I think Justin might have cause to argue about that.
He throws it very hard. I throw it hard, he throws it faster than me.
I throw it slow.
He's the Dave Traber of our tour. He's the Eugene McCune of our tour. If the look is hard and straight up the first arrow, there he is.
Speaking of Eugene McCune, well, not really speaking of him, but the championship,
the Eugene McCune
goes
honorary
520 over for 9 games. Shake it off.
Yeah,
he only shot 300
Mark Myers is
twice.
gonna.
You thought the scores were high today. Check out
Mark Myers is gonna do it. He's Mulligan.
Wesley Lowe bowls our tournaments. He bowled pretty well. He was like 200 over.
Oh, did he? Good.
He's in Mulligan.
So over here in the scratch division, Tez sort of explained about the Mulligan format. So bowlers get do-overs throughout the day. They started with 2 in the first round. They added 1 if they made the cut, and they added 1 more if they made the finals. Myers just used his Mulligan there. That's why he got to erase that bucket.
He still has one more.
Has 1 more of the 2.
Did you hear that? He has 1 more still.
Joe.
No, Joe has 1.
And Joe has 1.
Just to be clear there, Joe has 1 more and Mark has 1 more. So there was some interesting strategic. Wow, a lot of loft. So now, does he want to burn both Mulligans in 1 frame? It's his choice to do so. In my opinion, he shouldn't do that here because he's not getting maximum value for the potential Mulligans. He's only on a strike, not on a double. I question what both Joe and Hattori did last game. Oh, while Hanuscin blasts an 8 over here. So that's oh man. Couldn't have been a worse frame for Myers right there as he burns a Mulligan, doesn't get a mark after taking the Mulligan, and blows 4 pins a count by whiffing everything on that split there. Terrible frame for Mark and a shot of adrenaline for Joe. That 8-pin down there was a solid 8 that Ian left, and that's a painful one too, because that would have tied up the match. Ian is a semi-thumber. Yes. I think he was no thumb at some point, and then added the thumb in to get confirmation on that.
Kind of like Wesley, a little bit more control.
Yeah, the purpose of the thumb is supposed to be to control, and you're not even supposed to be able to control the ball without a thumb. Mike Miller and a few others changed all that, and now the two-handers that have come along are taking that to yet another level. Mark, of course, one of those two-handers. Here's my theory on that. These are magnet pins. When you see that rake come down, it doesn't grab any pins. They've drilled a little magnet into the top of each pins, and that's how the pins are getting picked up. I think with some of the pin action these guys put on them, I think they're hitting pins for the rack that's waiting to come up and knocking them off their magnet. That's my theory, at least. Because I've seen so many pins come out of the rack just like that.
You're still knocking them over.
Is that like a semi-mulligan, or what is that? Can you let them know to add the 4-7? So Mark and I actually talked about that before the match, and there's no way to really prove that theory. I guess I'll talk to the mechanic and see if that's the case.
Going rockets.
We were saying that as McCune just continues to rocket it into the pocket there. No one's been able to stop him either. He's won 3 previous matches over Marguerite Evans, over Josh Leibowitz, and over Jeremy Cardenas, a former invite champion himself. So
all pretty close too.
Yeah, he had to get a high count mark in game 1. He did. He had to strike in the 10th frame of game 2. He did. Had a little easier time with Cardenas.
Whoa, that hooked on his head.
Oh, will he get another huge break? Oh man, that pin wailed about as much as it can without falling.
As soon as I hit the lane, it hooked.
Yep.
Yeah, they're kind of fried.
They're hooking a lot.
House patterns start with a lot of oil in the middle and a whole bunch of friction to the right. As the bowlers continue to bowl, they've got to migrate left. Justin really doesn't migrate left, he just chucks it harder and harder, but there comes a point where if there's absolutely no oil on the lane, even his ball will hook too. Or grab early, more correctly. Well, big opportunity here for Hanuscin. Can tie up the match if he can strike twice here, I think.
Yeah, high scoring match.
Yeah, really, as it was all day long. Oh, are you kidding me? Solid 8 on lane 14, and the next time he's on 14, he follows it up with a blasted 7-pin. What horrible, horrible luck for Hanuscin. My goodness. Taking it pretty well right now. His body language tells the story. It's just like, what can you do? You can't do anything more than put it in the 1-2. As meanwhile, we've had the 1-2-3 set up. We've had the 5-7-8 set up. We're going to try the 4-7-8 now. Nice job controlling himself and picking up that spare, but man, Ian has got to feel that he should be leading in this match. Justin at a 237 pace, Ian can max out for 238, right? Is that how that works, guys?
Yeah, he maxes for 238.
And remember, Ian's getting 4, so despite those 2 bad breaks, he's right in this match.
Yeah, it's one mismatch. Really. If it lasts another 8 or something, next it'll be a 9.
Well, saws out the rack there and a sarcastic fist of approval there. See what Mark handles the delay over there. He's hooking it at it. Wow. That is not an easy spare, folks.
There's so many ways to chop that thing.
It's not something he ordinarily shoots. You really don't know what that part of the lane's doing. He found the one way to make it. Villa's got to be grateful for his opponent's misses, but he's bowling well himself. You just never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. It's probably impossible for him to split, though.
He does break up an awful lot of splits.
Yeah, sure. I went like shaker heat.
So now this is getting really interesting count-wise.
I think for both matches. I mean, look at that. Oh.
Great shot by Lewandowski. Joe, a 2-time champ. So this
over the best.
Yeah, he's
Kyle King and Zach Hattori.
That's right. He chose 2 wins over King and Hattori. King at Golden Pin, if I remember right, and Hattori somewhere in Vegas. Is it Strike Zone? Yeah. It's down the street at Strike Zone.
Oh.
So yeah, when you win your 2 against those 2, you've earned them. It's a big match for Joe. He's had a good year, but not a great year. And one big win can turn around an entire season. You can catch fire, or wildfire, as the case may be. Good shot, but here we have it. Exactly a 4 pins difference. If Villa spare strikes and Ian strikes out, we'll have a tie at a lot of pins, something like 250. Add in the pins.
Joe's up right now.
But I thought Villa had to beat him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, dang it. Thanks, Derek. Get in here.
Mathematician sometimes.
I had the other way around. It's Justin giving the 4. I'm so used to Ian not getting the pins.
So now he's going to have to double.
Yeah. With that spare, Ian's going to have to strike and get, or double and get just okay count.
On the lanes, back-to-back stuffed shots.
Yeah. Good point again. Myers shreds the rack there. It's got to toy with your head because you can't do anything different. Yet it's going to be hard to put that completely out of your head. Great game by Villa either way. 233 plus pins is 250. Hanuscin must strike twice to win title number 4. If not, it's title number 3 for Villa. Ian's getting 4, so Ian has to double.
Yeah, but he's been having trouble in this line. He's
And solid 8,
pin,
solid 9.
Oh,
Solid 8, solid 7. God, I hope it's the top end.
What do you
solid
do on
9.
that?
You do nothing.
Oh my god.
Hope they fall over.
But how do you do nothing?
Yeah.
200 power slices that 10 pin out there. Crawls back in the match a little bit.
The snapper.
So again, Mark and Joe each have 1 mulligan remaining. Here's Ian's first shot. Must strike. Boy, that one For 10 in the pit, that sure could have been something else. So we're down to a one-shot title match here in handicap. Joe with a huge shot over here too, shooting in the 7th frame, triple working.
I hit really bad. I'm still 710.
Yeah, nice.
Folks, you can see that.
Nice shot, but
Rolled
must
out.
not have caught all of it or something. There's a very flat 10 at the end, so still a game over here. Can Hanuscin
I say Mulligan's out.
maintain his
I
control
win.
one more
You
time?
can split. You lose on that. You never know.
Good shot. Oh, wow. Wow. Hats off to Ian for maintaining his composure after those 2 horrible breaks and almost was still able to make up for it. 220 is not going to be enough, and Justin Villa climbs the ladder for title number 3. My goodness. Great stuff out of both handicappers.
Doing do Mulligan there?
How about 250 to 247 when you add in the pins? Justin loves Vegas. He loves it even more right there. So a winner. Great stuff.